Okay, so we're going to talk about rates, which is section 3.4. All right. Let's start. Okay, 3.4 rates. So A is rate of change, and then we will visualize rate of change. What is a rate? So a rate is a ratio. So rate is a ratio that indicates how two quantities change with respect to each other. Okay, so a rate is a ratio that indicates how two quantities change with respect to each other. For the difference between rate and ratio, the units in rate are not convertible. So units in rate are not convertible. What do I mean by that? So for example, it is miles per gallon. Right? That's an example of rate. Can you change miles to gallon or gallon to miles? No, you can't. They're not convertible. So if ratio, we could change it like feet to yard or feet to inches. Those are ratio. But for rate, the units are not convertible. So you can't change rate per, miles per gallon. Miles to gallon or gallon to miles. Or kilometer per hour. Or miles per hour, right? So those rates are not convertible. Okay, so now let's talk about some types of rate. And for rate, units is important. So units are important. All right. So let's talk about car rental here. Okay. So this is a problem from the book. So for example, on June 5, Gaia rented a Ford Focus with a full tank of gas and 13,741 miles on the odometer. Okay. All right. On June 8th, she returned the car with 14,131 miles on the odometer. The agency charged $118 for the rental. Can you pick this up? Yeah. For the rental and needed, and needed 13 gallons of gas to fill up. So this is a very common situation, right? Somebody rented a car for how many days? 3 days, and she drove a few miles, okay? And it used to have a full tank of gas, but then it needed 13 gallons of gas to fill up. So she usually didn't fill up the gas, yeah? Now, you know, if you rent a car, do you fill up the gas or no? Yeah, you do. Why? No, no, I mean like, can you return with the car with an empty tank? Like even 1 2 gallons, can you do it? They charge you a lot. Yeah, you can, but they will charge you. For example, if you buy a gas, $3, what is it now? $2 something? Yeah, depending on the grade. Let's just say $3. Okay, so if you ask the rental company to fill up the gas, and when you bring it there, you didn't fill it up, they might charge you $4 or $4.50 per gallon. Yeah, so that's why people usually fill up the gas before we return it to the rental company, right? Have you ever rented a car? Yeah, you have to fill up your gas before you come back. Yeah, or at least yeah, just before you return it, because otherwise they charge a lot. Yeah. Now the question is, so you understand the situation, right? You can visualize. So the question is, find the car's rate of gas assumption in miles per gallon. Find the rate of gas consumption in miles per gallon. Well, usually miles per gallon is abbreviated as what? MPG. Yes. MPG, miles per gallon. Okay, so how do I answer this? It's really easy. So rate of gas consumption. Okay, what do I have to put on top? The miles, the number of miles. So this is miles. On the bottom it is gallons. Okay, so how many miles did you travel? How do I get the number of miles? Subtract. So it is 14,131 miles minus 13,741 miles. And how many gallons did you need? 13. Okay. All right. So can you calculate these and then tell me? What's the miles per gallon? What is the MPG for focus? Is it 32? Is it a whole number? So 14,131 minus 13,741, 390 divided by 13. Oh, did I calculate it right? So it's only 30, right? 30 or 32? 30. 30 miles per gallon. So rate of gas consumption is 30 miles per gallon. Okay. Good. So 390 divided by 13. This is really easy, right? Okay. So we just have to keep track what's on top and what's on the bottom. So on top is miles. Bottom is gallons. Okay. So now B. Are you ready? So B. Find the average cost of rental in dollars per day. So find the average cost of rental in dollars per day. Okay, so how would you answer this? So the average cost of rental is how many dollars? Oh, let me write down the units. Dollar per day. So how many dollars? 118. How many days? 3. So what is this answer here? $118 for 3 days. So what's 118 divided by 3? 39.33. So $39.33 per day. Right? So the average cost of rental is $39.33 per day. Is it easy? Okay. C. Find the average rate of travel in miles per day. Find the average rate of travel in miles per day. Okay. So then you answer the average rate of travel, and the unit is miles per day. So how many miles? 390. So it is what? Is it 14,171 minus 13,741? Is it? Yes. So this is 390. And then how many days? 3 days. Okay. So this is miles divided by 3 days. So what's this? 390 divided by 3 is 130 miles per day. Is it a lot of miles or no? 130? No, not really, right? 130 is like where? Like going where to where? To India? Yeah. Is it one way or one way to India? Oh, okay, okay, India, okay. How many miles is it to Las Vegas? 200, do you remember? About 250? How about San Francisco? 400? 360? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, so it's actually not that much traveling, right? 130 miles per day to India. India is not that far. India is before the... Wait, where is India? Is it... Yeah, desert area. I know Cabazon. How many miles is it to Cabazon? I think it's only 60 something, isn't it? The shopping outlet. Do you know Cabazon? No? Oh, that's a very good outlet. Yeah. You know, I like to shop, that's why. I always go there. Cabazon. I think it's 65. Indio is further east of Cabazon. What about Palm Springs? How many miles is it from here to Palm Springs? You don't know? Yeah, I don't know either. I don't go to Palm Springs a lot, but I go to Cabazon a lot. I remember it's around, is it 65? Maybe I was wrong. What about Ontario? From here to Ontario is how long? Yeah, it's not far. I don't think it's 60, right? Maybe 35? Yeah, okay. So India, I've never been to India, so I don't know where it is. I've been to Joshua Tree National Park. Yeah. And we hiked there. Nothing special. Nothing special. You just see a lot of, what is it called? Yucca trees. Yeah. Joshua Tree National Park, have you been there? Yeah, I hiked there once. Okay. Nothing special. Okay, anyway. Now the next one is find the rental rate in cents per mile. Okay. So now let's answer rental rate, and then what do you have on top? Cents per mile. Okay. So how many cents was the rental? 11800, right? So 11,800. It's $118, but we need to change it to cents. So cents. And how many miles again? We calculated here. What is this? 390, right? 390 miles. Okay, so let's see how many cents is this. 11800 divided by 390 is 30.26. Approximately 30.2 cents per month. So it's approximate value. Or 30 cents per mile. Cents we usually don't put decimal, right? So it's 30 cents per mile. Per mile, not mile. Per mile. Okay, good. Now, question. So, okay. One more. Is it easy? Yeah, so what is important when calculating rate? The units are very important. Yeah, let's do one more. Okay. So it talks about mountaineering. Yeah, so mountaineering, what is it about? Like people climbing mountains, right? Do you climb mountains? No? I do sometimes, but not too big. Like Mount Baldy is okay, doable. It takes the whole day, but it's doable. Not like Mount Everest or Mount Kilimanjaro. No. I know people. I mean, I know a couple who went to Kilimanjaro last summer. So they have to prepare. I mean, it's not that you could just walk and hike, because it takes days. Yeah, to go up those types of mountains. You can't just say, okay, I feel like going to hiking on Mount Everest, and then you just go. No, not like it's not a one-day thing. It's maybe 10 days, a week. Yeah. So yes. Yeah. So hiking and biking and what is it called? Backpacking. Yeah. That's what she said. Yeah. Now. Okay, so let's talk about Mount Everest here. Yeah, mountaineering. So the second example. This is the last. Let me see. Do I have time? Do I have time to do this exercise, or? But this is. How do you think? Is this easy? Doable? So let's just do visualizing rate. Yeah, instead of doing the Mount Kilimanjaro thing. So B. Because I would like to discuss the sample test. B is visualizing rate. So later on, this one is going to be slope. So rate is actually slope. So it's rise over run. All right. So given this graph. So visualizing rates. Okay. So what we want to do is draw a linear graph to represent the given information. Okay. Okay. Now, so draw a linear graph to represent the given information. Be sure to label label and number the axis appropriately. Okay. Yes. So health insurance, talks about health insurance. So in 2005, the average cost of health insurance for family was about 11,000. So we're talking about 1 year. Yeah. And the figure was rising at a rate of about 1,100 a year. Good. So we have to draw the graph. All right. How do you think we will draw the graph? Well, first of all, the year starts when? 2005. Yes. So you could put 2005 here. All right. So this is the year, and this is the cost. Oops. This is the cost. Health insurance. And this is in dollar. All right. 2005, 2006, 2007. All right. And then 2008, if you want. Now, what was the cost? 11,000. So let's just say this is 11,000. No, this is 11,000. Okay. So 11,000. This is 12,000. This is 13,000. This is 14,000. And this is not 11,000 because this is only 1,000 difference. So I have to write it like this. So this part right here is not accurate. Yeah, we know this is not 11,000 from here to here because this is only 1,000 from here to here. Okay. So how are you going to graph your line? Draw a linear graph. What would you do here? What would you do? Do we know any point on the line? Yeah, we do. We have 2005. So for 2005, so this is my year. This is my insurance. So 2005, what is my insurance? 11,000. Good. What about 2006? What is it? 12,100? Okay, good. How do you get 12,100? Yeah, so every year it increased by 1,100, isn't it? Okay. Now, do we know what's going to happen in 2007? How much will it be? 13,200. How do you get this figure? Well, you keep adding 1,100, and in 2008, 14,300. So you practically keep adding 1,100 to each one of them, right? Okay, so 2005, it's approximately 11,100 here. No, 11,000, sorry, 2005. So it's right here. 2006, it is 12,100. 2007 is 13,200. And then 2008, that is 14,300. All right, so now if I draw, then it looks like this. It should be a straight line, okay? So use a ruler or something. So this is, let's label this. This is 11,000. This is 12,100. This is 13,200. This is 14,300. Okay, good. Now, where is the rate or where is the slope? Do I see it on my picture? Where is my rate? So I'm going to need to do this to see my rate. Okay. So rate. So where is it on my picture? So what is the difference here? Y2 minus Y1. So this is the rate divided by, so the rate is in dollars per year. Dollars per year, right? So this is 1,100. Look at this. So what is the difference in the dollars? 1,100 divided by 1 year. Yeah. So you could see it that each one of them has constant rate. So if I do this, this is always also constant also. And this one, the rate is the same, right? They're the same. So what is the difference here? The height, 1,100, same thing here, 1,100 here, 1,100, and then this is 1 year. So 1 year, 1,100 per year. Yeah, so it is constant. Okay. So do you know where you see the rate now? So the rate is actually the slope. So rate is actually the slope. Rate is actually the slope, which is rise over run. Right? So this is the rise. Rise is the vertical change over the horizontal change. So vertical change over horizontal change. All right. Yeah, so rise over run. It changes vertically how much? 1,100. It changes how much horizontally? 1 year. Yeah. Or later on, you'll see this is Y2 minus Y1 divided by X2 minus X1. So that's how you see your rate. Yeah, it's the same as the slope. Is it doable? Nothing hard about this actually. Yeah. So we just want you to be able to find it from the graph. Where is the slope or where is the rate? The rate is vertical change divided by horizontal change. Okay. All right. Now I'm done with 3.4. Any questions? So slope is vertical change. So we could call it delta y. So this is set as delta y over delta x. Delta means change. Delta y. So this is set as delta. This is the Greek letter delta. Delta y over delta x. What does delta mean? Delta just means change. Yeah. Do you remember delta, the flight delta? Do you remember the symbol? I think it looks like this, something like that. I can't remember. It is a red symbol. But delta means change or move or something like that. Yeah, delta. Okay. Good. Can I clarify anything before we move on? We look at the sample test? No, we're good? Okay. So let's finish up 3.4 now. We're done with 3.4. So, right, we're done. Yeah, so unit is important, and from the graph, we could determine the rate. Okay, so rate is vertical change over horizontal change. And you could choose any 2 points here, by the way. Let me mention it. When you choose these 2 points, what is the vertical change? 1100 divided by 1. If I choose these 2 points, if I choose these 2 points right here, so this point and this point, what is the vertical change? 2,200, right? So for these, this is 2,200 divided by 2. So what is 2,200 divided by 2? So if I choose these 2 points, okay, what is the vertical change? 2,200. What is the horizontal change? 2. Yeah, 2,200 divided by 2 is still 1,100. So it doesn't matter if you choose any 2 points on this line, your vertical change or horizontal divided by horizontal change, your rate will be the same. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to choose the points that are next to each other. You could choose these 2 points, or you could choose this point and the last point. Yeah, the rate will still be the same. Yes? Okay, let me close the recording now. All right, so we're done with rates. So Monday we have a test. Tuesday we will discuss slope. Yeah? Okay.